Aloha! I am in the neighbourhood of Chalmers, and this is the walk I've done around it. Now Chalmers, to me, it made me think of Judith Chalmers, who was a BBC broadcaster back in the, well, whole career was a BBC broadcaster. And she was famous really for a show called Wish You Were Here, which was like a travel show. And it was back in the, I don't know, early 80s or something, you know. Travel wasn't as open to people as it is now. So it was all these exotic places and European countries, and she would go there and unfortunately act very British. Now, aloha is more than a simple salutation. It's a reflection of a cultural way of life. To be presented with a lei symbolizes love, friendship, celebration, honor, and it's a force that holds together existence. Well, our buddy Judith Chalmers comes down the steps from the aeroplane, gets presented with the lei. Polynesian woman says aloha, and Judith Chalmers says aloha yourself. So totally rude British way of responding to that. As with all these wanders around these neighbourhoods, I think the first order of business has got to be breakfast, especially as it's starting to spit with rain. And I think I've found just the spot. Well, that was an incredible breakfast, and again, more than I'm used to, but that's going to keep me going for the rest of the day. For many, many years, my dad was a racing cyclist, a time trial racing cyclist. From when he was a teenager to, I don't know, we retired. Every week he would go to some race and drag the family along. He would do 10-mile time trials in Little Eaton. He'd do 25-mile time trials in places around Derbyshire. And he would also do 100-mile time trials from Notts to Skegness once a year. And he's got some trophies. He raced for Ina Clarion and Derby Mercury, well known in the field there. So I think that he will appreciate this. Clara Hughes was the first Canadian woman to win an Olympic medal in road cycling. And she won 22 medals throughout her career. 6 beautiful gold, 9 so-so silver, and 7 shameful bronze. And she went to Elmwood High School in this neighbourhood. Now she's a spokesperson for mental health. Got some hoop dreams there. And what do we have over here? I think this is the closest I'll ever be to a real hockey rink. Abdo and Samira were two legendary taxi drivers for the city of Winnipeg. And when they first came to Canada and landed in Halifax, Nova Scotia, they made a pact. They said, we're going to go all the way to Winnipeg and we can collect as many fares as we possibly can, and then when we get to Winnipeg we're going to buy a plot of land. So challenge was accepted. They both picked up a bunch of fares coming all the way from Halifax to Winnipeg, and then brought this plot of land. They were going to make it into a donkey sanctuary, but that never came to fruition, and now it's just a park underneath an overpass. As I walk down Nairn here, I'm approaching a bar that looks mega super dodgy and is in kind of a squalid part of town, but apparently it has a really nice patio with a view of the river. So I'm gonna man up and I'm gonna go in there and see if I can't get a spot on this so-called swanky patio. Well, they weren't wrong. Aloha yourself.
How are you making out there?
Wonderfully, thank you. I'm going to go over there. Louise Bridge that I'm on now. Built in 1881, first bridge over the Red River that is down there. It was redone to look like this in 1910 and then decommissioned as a railway bridge in 1950s to be a road bridge now. So quite the sort of landmark of Winnipeg, the Louise Bridge. Okay, that's it for Chalmers. Thank you very much for your hospitality.